Good morning.
Hello, my friend. Good to see you again. How are you? Welcome to my YouTube channel. So listen, today, you will learn full speaking test, recent questions with 8+ sample answers. Oh yes, don't forget to like, share and comment on our videos. We really appreciate it. Then, let's start the video.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am Mark. Today, I am going to be your teacher for IELTS speaking test. Can you please tell me your full name, please?
My full name is Afrina Yisman. You can call me Afrina.
Can I see your identification, Afrina?
Yes, sure, here it is.
Okay, let's begin. Are you student, or do you rock?
I am a full-time student, and I work with a hospital as a part-time nurse.
Where do you live now?
I live in the capital city of Bangladesh, Dhaka.
What kind of accommodation do you live in?
For the past 21 years, I have lived in a house with my family, and I think if I can move out and start making a living on my own, I would try my best to have an independent place where I can plan and design a house layout to suit myself, since sharing a room or a flat with strangers sounds so troublesome to me.
What do you usually do in your house?
Well, definitely I'll spend some me time there. I study, I chill out by reading, drawing and dancing all by myself. Sometimes I also invite one or two friends to spend time with. We'll watch some movies together and tell each other endless stories.
Tell me about 3 of your friends you like most.
Well, 3 of my best friends are Mohan, Tohim and Pinky. They're not same as my age. Mohan is 8 years senior. Tohim is 4 years older than me. And Pinky is 5 years junior to me. They are trustworthy, supportive, and responsible.
Tell me about some gifts that can make good friendship nowadays.
Okay, nowadays, we can make strong friendships with gifting, cell phones, MP3, MP4 players, CD, DVD players. Moreover, we can give books, flowers, treats to keep good relationship with our friends.
Do you think teacher and student relationships should be friendly, and why?
Of course, teachers and student relationships should be friendly at present. Students are restless with new technology and fashion. They do not want to work hard. Therefore, a friendly teacher can motivate them to study and understand their problem and guide them accordingly.
Do you have a favorite teacher?
Yeah, I suppose I do, but it's actually kind of hard to pick out a favorite because I've been really lucky with all my teachers. You know, they've been really great, at least most of them anyway, but I guess my favorite teacher would have to be my English language teacher, because she was incredible. I mean, the amount of effort she put into her teaching, and her attention to detail, were just amazing. And not only that, but she also showed a genuine care for all of us, which left a really deep impression on me. So yeah, out of all my teachers, I'd say she was probably my favorite.
What kinds of teachers do you like?
I guess, first of all, teachers who are passionate about their subject. Because you know, if they show enthusiasm for what they're teaching, I'm much more likely to get interested in that subject and do well in it. And as well as this, I also like teachers that are supportive and approachable. So in other words, teachers that show patience and understanding, and are there for you if you need help.
What are the qualities of a good teacher?
I guess the best way to answer this would be to think of some of the good teachers I've had at school and university. So please hang on just a second while I have a quick think about it. Okay, well, the good teachers I've had have shown a genuine care for their students. You know, they genuinely want their students to learn and develop. It's not just simply a job to them. So yeah, I think that's the most important thing, taking their job seriously, and really caring about their students' development.
Do you think teachers should be angry at students or not?
No, I think as a general rule, teachers shouldn't get angry at students. You know, it never ends well when teachers get angry, at least in my experience. So in my view, I think teachers should always control their temper, whatever the situation, and instead use other means to get their point across. I mean, I'm sure you've experienced it before, that when a teacher gets angry, the whole atmosphere in the class changes to one of fear, which is definitely not conducive to learning.
Do you like strict teachers?
Yeah, I do. I have no problem with them at all, as long as they're fair. Because I think, on the whole, they tend to set high standards, and so consequently, that makes us work harder and learn more. And the other good thing about strict teachers is that they keep students in line, which means that the class won't be interrupted by slackers who just want to joke around and be a nuisance.
Now, in part 2 of the speaking test, I will give you a card with a topic. You have 1 minute to take notes on the topic. You will have to talk about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Here is the pencil and paper. You can make some notes to help you if you wish. Your 1 minute preparation starts now. Describe a foreign city you would like to visit. You should say its name, how and when you would go there, who you would go with, and explain why you would like to visit this city.
Can I start now?
Sure.
I love traveling and exploring new places. Today, I'm going to talk about a foreign city I wish to visit. It's London, the capital of United Kingdom. Since London is about 7,000 kilometers from my hometown, the only viable modes of transport to reach there are water and air. If I were to choose between these two modes, I'd prefer a flight because it'll take less time as compared to a cruise. From safety and economic points of view as well, I think going by air is definitely the better option. Talking about the time when I'll go to London, I haven't yet decided, maybe in summer this year. I don't know who I'd take with me, but it would probably be some people that are close to me. I feel that visiting a new place is more fun if you're with your family or friends. I'll have a word with my parents and friends. Whoever wants to come with me is welcome. Coming to the many reasons why I want to visit London, I guess the main reason would be my fascination with history and art. You see, London is one of the oldest multicultural cities in the world. I've read about the changes which transformed this city into a center of history, art, business, and education through many of its conquests of the world. And thus, London is home to world-class museums and art galleries, all having a different and unique story behind them. Other than that, London also happens to have the oldest underground railway system in the world. To visit the most popular tourist attractions of London has been on my bucket list for a long time. These include the London Bridge, National Art Gallery, and the British Museum. I've heard that the bakeries in London are some of the best out there. I'd love to see what they have to offer.
In your opinion, what is the importance of tourism in a country?
The tourism industry is very lucrative. It can attract millions of foreigners visiting a country's famous places to research. In this way, a country with a rich tourism sector can earn huge foreign revenue. These foreign tourists will spend their money for their visit and also make good friendships among different countries.
Do you see any changes in your tourism sector?
Well, I see some changes happened in our tourism sector in the last 10 years. We have world's longest sea beach in Cox's Bazar. We have made some good hotels, restrooms and beach houses over there. The Sundarbans, which is world #1 mangrove forest, recently becomes famous for good viewing of sunrise and sunset. Now we help 5-star hotels, motel for tourists and our air transportation have developed.
What is the infrastructure that is needed to develop a tourism sector?
We need to build 5-star hotel, casino, bar, train, and human power to develop our tourism sector. We have to ensure security. Our prospective foreign tourists, restaurants and food industry should be up to the mark the international level. And these hotels should not only provide good accommodation, but also serve quality international food. Other types of portals like beach resort, beach, house of villa, etc. are important.
Tell me the role of the internet to boost up the tourism.
The internet can play a vital role in developing tourism. We can make colorful and live presentation of our attractive tourist spot to the websites. One good example is New Zealand. The country developed some web designers who make huge graphical and pictorial presentations of their on-task, different business. Every day thousands of prospective tourists visit these websites and know about the different packages. Tour with offer better food, accommodation, and competitive prices for transport.
What is the significance of tourism industry for a developing country or a poor country?
Well, developing and all poor countries can earn point currency by tourism. It can attract millions of tourists each year for this. The country should develop its stool sports by building good hotels, making good international food, and it can renovate its historical places and buildings. Forest and mountain area should be made accessible to visitors. Moreover, our poor country can develop as human power, which will serve for foreign tourists. It will provide opportunities for employment.
Can you mention one country that develops its tourism sector in different ways?
France developed tourism sector in a different way. The country has retreated savage, mountain and panorama abuse. Their shatter. You are full of visitors every year. All Hollywood famous superstars models, industrialists make their villas in France. Moreover, they present their arts and culture and history, glass structures, and buildings very effectively and make foreign people to understand its past glory, fame, and for souls.
This is the end of your speaking test. Thank you. Congratulations, you have finished your today's lesson. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and comment on our videos. We really appreciate it. Thank you and welcome to the next session.